Oh, I didn't see you there. Just kidding. All right. Welcome back, guys. It's day 2 of averages. Um, as you can see, same fit. I am still here Monday recording all the stuff for you. I was going to bring a different change of clothes every time just to mess with you guys because it's different days, but I figure we'll just do it all with one day here. Okay. So we are looking at averages just like we had yesterday. Okay. We're going to be talking more about mean, median, and mode. Okay. I'm going to be giving you some data points, and I'm going to be asking you to find the mean, the median, the mode, and the range of these data points. Okay. So you're going to want your journals out. You can, if you're doing your table of contents, yesterday's could be like averages, averages lesson, and then today could be averages problems if you want. Okay. We're going to see how many we're going to get in today, and then base our stamps off of it. Okay. We can go ahead and put Tuesday's stamps up here. Oops. Tuesday. We'll do stamps. Okay. Not sure how many yet. I would guess, a handful, depending on time and how long it's taken people to work on some stuff here. Okay. So let's pop open our second one here. Okay. And let's talk about some averages. Okay. So again, I'm going to give you a data set. Your goal is going to be to find the mean. Remember what your mean is, right? Let's review our definitions. Okay. Remember, mean, true average. Okay. Add them together, divide it by the number of terms. That's your true average, right? Think about points per game in the NBA, things like that. Okay. The mode and the median, both pretty simple, right? The median is just the middle value. Line them up and rewrite them in order. What's the middle value? The mode, which one happens the most times, the most frequently, okay? And the range, your final one, this is what we're going to be looking for right here, okay? How far is the largest value from the smallest value, okay? So again, that's what our goal is going to be today. We're going to do some averages, all right? All right, so let's start. Let's start here. All right, let's give you some data. So this is going to be number 1. Let's go 8, 4, 4, 8, 6, 2, 7, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces of info. Okay. So now this is going to be a weird one again because we have eight terms, right? So 8 terms is an even number. So when we talk about median, now it's going to ask you, okay, well, what's the median? Well, you're going to have to find the middle between the 5th and the 4th pieces of info, right? So when we get to that, we'll talk about what that is. Okay, so we're gonna find the median or the mean. We're gonna find the median. We're gonna find the mode, and we're gonna find the range here. Okay, so I'm gonna give you. We'll go ahead and pause the video. We will take about 5 minutes here, 4 or 5 minutes, and we will go ahead and solve for these suckers. Okay, go ahead and pause it. Okay, welcome back. Let's have a look here. Okay, so we're going to add these all together. Hopefully you have a calculator in front of you. It makes it a little easier, and that's perfectly okay, of course. Okay, let's look at our true average first. Let's find our median. Okay, we're going to add them all together. 8 plus 4 is 12. 12 plus 4 is 16. 16 plus 8 is 24. 24 plus 6 is 30. 30 plus 2 is 32. 32 plus 7 is 39. 39 plus 9 is 48. Okay, so add it all together, we get 48. Okay, I guess I can make this big for you guys. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 terms. Okay, 48 divided by 8 is 6. So our mean average for this value is 6. Okay, now our median, we're going to have to write these in order. Okay, and I'm just going to cross them as I go. Okay, so we're going to start at the bottom, 2. Our next largest, we have a couple 4s here, 4 and 4. Okay, we have a 6. We have a 7. We have 2 8s. And we have a 9. Okay, so here are your values in order. Okay, from the smallest to the largest. Now, when we're talking about the median, again, we would go 1, 2, 3, 4. So our median is actually right here, isn't it? Okay, so you could make the argument for a couple of these. You could make the argument for a couple of these that your median is both 6 and 7. But for the most part, especially when it's two numbers that are close to one another, we're just going to take the in between. Okay, so for this, our median is going to be 6.5. Okay, 6.5 is our median, halfway between 6 and 7. Okay, now our mode, when we're looking at our mode, okay, just what item happens the most? We have 4 and we have 8. Okay, so our mode is both 4 and 8. Remember, you can have more than one mode. Okay, when we're talking about items that happen more than once, you can definitely have more than one. Okay, and when we're talking about our range, our largest number is 9. Our smallest number is 2. 9 minus 2. Our range is 7. Okay, so for this data set, our mean, 6. Our mode, 4 and 8. Our median, 6 and 5, 6.5. And our range is 7. So a lot of numbers that are really similar. Now, again, if we were looking for a true average, if we were looking for which of these averages make the most sense here, I would think that our mean average is probably a good representation of true average, right? You wouldn't want 6.5. Why? Well, because there are no decimal numbers in our data set, right? 6.5, isn't representative of them. You wouldn't want the mode because, again, they're both equally far from your mean, and they're very different, right? If this was like 6 and 7 and they were your mean, we could make the argument that the mode, would make more sense. But I think in this general instance, what you'll find in a lot of data sets that we do for math, the mean is the most representational piece of information as far as averages go. Okay, let's look at another guy. Right, here's another data set for you. Another data set here. Data sets for you. Okay, number 2. Let's go 3, 8, 8, 6. We'll go 9, 4, 9. And we'll go 8, 8, 7. Okay, we're looking for the mean. We're looking for the median. We're looking for the mode. And we're looking for the range. Okay, there you have it. So we have 10 numbers this time. So you're going to have the same type of situation, right? Where we have, where your median is going to have to be halfway between two numbers. Maybe. Okay, so I'll give you another 5 minutes here. Go ahead and see if you can work through these 5 pieces of info. All right, welcome back. Hopefully we're starting to get the hang of this. And again, if the thing that you're struggling with the most is the mean, that's good. We're gonna keep working on it. Okay, median maybe a little now because we've been talking about some even values. Your mode should be pretty simple. You should be able to. I'm going to work in reverse from easiest to hardest on this one and see if that helps us to get our data a little bit better. Okay, so when we look at the mode here, it looks like 8, right? 8 is definitely our mode because it's happening 1, 2, 3, 4 times out of our 10 possible solutions. So our mode is 8. Okay, make it big again for you guys. Okay, our median. Let's write them in order. Okay, we got 3. We got 4. We got 6. We got 7. Then we got 8, 8, 8, 8. And then we got 9 and 9. Now this one's actually kind of nice. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our fifth, and our sixth item right here are the same. So that makes it where our median is also 8. That's kind of nice. Okay, when your two median numbers are the same, when in an even numbered set, that's okay. That means that's just the median. Okay. All right. So let's have a look at our average here. Let's our mean, our true average. Let's add them up. 3 plus 4 is 7. 7 plus 6 is 13. 13 plus 7 is 20. Plus 8 is 28. Plus 8 is 36. Plus 8 is 44. Plus 8 is 52. Plus 9 is 61. Plus 9 is 70. So we add them together, we get 70. Okay. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 terms. So we're dividing by 10. 70 divided by 10 means that our mean is 7. Okay. Now, this might be an instance where the mean may not be the best representation of the data we have here. Okay. Is 7 the true average of what we have here? Yes. But our median and our mode are both 8. And 8 is happening so many, almost half the trials here are resulting in an 8. Okay. So in this instance, 8 might be the best representation of the average. Okay. Now, again, when people are just asking you, what's the average of these? They're usually always talking about the mean. But when it comes to mathematical data, and we're talking about like things like that in science and things like that, and you actually have to critically think about averages, sometimes it may not be the true average that makes the most sense. And in this instance, it may not be that. Okay. Let's look at our range. 9 is the largest, 3 is the smallest, 9 minus 3, our range is 6. Boom. Okay. Hopefully we're getting the hang of this a little bit. Okay. Range, mean, median, and mode. Okay. All right. Let's find one with some fewer numbers here. Okay. Let's go with another example. I'm going to flip your page. Okay. And if any point in this video you guys need to pause and get caught up or discuss these, that's perfectly okay, of course. Okay. Let's flip this sucker. And let's go with another example. Let's do one that has some fewer numbers. Okay. Let's go 8, 3, 3, 4, 7. Mean, median, mode, range. Let's do it. Okay, there she is. Okay, again, I'm going to pause it, give you about 4 or 5 minutes here, work through this sucker as well, and then we'll go ahead and we'll work through it. All right. Now, obviously, when we have less numbers, things get a little easier, right? There's less adding, there's less division to be done, there's less sorting, okay? So the less terms we have, obviously, the easier they should be, okay? When we have a data set with 1,000 numbers in it, it becomes a lot more difficult to add them all together and keep track of what you're actually doing, okay? Especially when you're trying to sort them, okay? So let's just work top down. Let's talk about our mean, let's talk about our median, then we'll talk about our mode, and we'll look at our range. Now, the nice thing is, we can, on ones like this, we can figure out the range pretty quickly, right? We can see 3's our smallest, 8's our largest, our range is going to be 5, right? But we want to get in the habit of waiting until we've done median first so that we know that they're in the order of smallest to largest or largest to smallest and finding our range, because when we have, again, a lot of data set information, it's easy to miss a couple that might be snuck in there, like might be a 1 shimmied in there somewhere that we might miss, okay? So let's find our mean first, okay? 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 4 is 10. 10 plus 8 is 18. Plus 7 is 25. So our number is 25. Okay. And I would get in a habit of writing your mean in this way. Okay. It's going to help you to remember the process by which we're working through this. Okay. 25, we have 5 terms. Our mean is 5. So this is another one where we have an instance of an average that doesn't represent our data set because we have no 5s in our data set. Okay, so let's talk about our median. Let's put them in order. 3, 3, 4, 7, 8. Okay, clearly we have 5 pieces of info. 4 is our median. Okay, because it is in the middle. Okay, and our mode, we can see, is 3. It's happening the most. Okay, and our range, smallest to largest, 8 minus 3 is 5. So this is kind of a weird one, right? We have few data sets, but we have different mean, median, mode for all pieces of info. Right here we have 3 different averages for just a small data set. And this is another one where, okay, well, which of these averages best represents the data? And 5 is tough because we have no solutions that are actually 5. So it's hard to say 5 is the best average because no one got 5 over the 5 trials. And again, it's a small data set. And so you could still say that's okay. If there was 1,000 trials and there was no 5s, probably not the best choice of data sets. But with only 5 trials, 5 might be a pretty good representation. Now, median, again, it's in the middle. There's actually a 4. You could make the argument that 4 was the best representation of the data. The mode, probably not the best representation of the data here, right? It was the most frequently happening, but it's also the lowest. And so it's not a good representation of some of those higher numbers, okay? So I would say 4 or 5 is the best piece of information here, okay? Absolutely. All right, let's look at our time here. I think we can get one more in here, okay? Let's do one where we have some, let's do one where we have some outliers, okay? Let's do one where we have some outliers, okay? Or we have some big differences here, okay? Let's go 1, we're gonna go 36, we're gonna go 17, we're gonna go 4, we'll go 12, we'll go 20, and we'll go 10. Let me make sure I did that right. Hold on. Yes, okay, yeah. Sorry, I'm doing math in my head here. Okay, we got mean, we got median, we got mode, and we got the range, okay? So again, we got some bigger, stranger numbers going on here. I'm gonna give you about 5 minutes. Go ahead and work through those. I also, when you finish, I'm gonna have you write which of these is the best average? Mean, median, or mode here is the best representation of this data. What, in your opinion, is the best? And I would love if you could give a reason for that as well. Okay. All right. So I'm going to give you 5 minutes or so to work through that. All right. Welcome back. Let's look through these. Okay. I'm going to add these all together. 1 plus 36. We can actually just pull up a Quackulator. Okay. We can say 1 plus 36 plus 17 plus 4 plus 12 plus 20 plus 10. We have 100. Okay, divided by, how many terms do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 terms. Okay, so our average is about, we'll say 14.3. Okay. Okay. And in this instance, you'd use this little guy. It means approximately, because it's not exactly 14.3. Okay. Now, what's our median? Let's put them in order. Okay, we got 1, we got 4, we got 10, we got 12, we got 17, we got 20, we got 36. Okay, so our median, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, our median is 12. Okay, and how about our mode? Do we have a mode here? Looks like we don't. Okay, it looks like we have no mode. Or you could make the argument that they're all the mode, right? Because we only have everything happening once, we have no mode. Or we could say they're all the mode because they're all happening the most frequently, which is once. Okay, and our range, 36 to 1, 36 minus 1 is 35. Okay, so what do we think is the best representation of the average here? Okay, if you said mean, you can never really go wrong by saying mean is the best average. really. I mean, you can in certain situations, right? If we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 10,000, like, oh, your average is, 2,440. Not the best representation, right? Do we have any crazy outliers here? Not really. They're all kind of in between 1 and 36, right? You might have some. These could be, scores on a test. Some of you guys know that either real well, or real bad. Okay. You could make the argument for median as well. Okay, it's very similar to your mean. It's only 1 or 2 off, but it's also a number that was found in your solution set. So you can make the argument that the median would be a good representation. So no mode obviously would not be a good one. Okay, because there isn't one. I would say mean or median is probably your best representation of that. Okay. All right. All right, guys. Hopefully we did some averages here. It looks like 4 stamps for our 4 problems today. Okay. Hopefully we got some good insight. Enjoy your kind of relaxation day tomorrow. We'll be back Thursday talking about data representation. Hopefully you guys take to it. And I will see you guys next week, or excuse me, in a couple days here. All right, signing off. I will physically see you next week, but we'll see you back with another video on Thursday, guys. All right.